There's someone involved in a triangle, and the third person in the triangle, I think, thought that they were more significant in the group than they actually were. And I think they're realizing that they have to be their own companion on their journey, and it's really challenging this person and making them feel flustered and overwhelmed. Okay, and they feel that the masculine energy in this triangle put them in a very uncomfortable position and put a huge burden upon them. Meanwhile, the masculine in this triangle feels like the third party actually piled a lot on them, and they turned to numbing behaviors and hiding their feelings in order to deal from the overwhelm and stress they felt from this person. So this probably was a marriage here, and it eventually ended. There, like, this is the end screen that happens at night after it's late. There's nothing left to air. And so I see that situation as having ended, but I see the third party that was in that situation still experiencing a grievance because they were left alone here, and because the masculine energy basically gave up on them and no longer wanted to try to work with them, and just decided that they were very defeated. And this commitment that they had, which they thought was a true soul connection, while it has left them with a lot of abundance, and I think that's how they basically maintained control over the masculine energy, like having to fix everything that was done wrong to them. It ended the connection ultimately anyway. And the irony being that this masculine energy is focusing on you, and ended that whole thing because they want to have this commitment with you. They feel like they got it wrong the first time and they want to try again with you. And that is really pissing off the third party quite a lot. Quite a lot, actually. Because they know that the masculine wants to have new love with you, and basically discard them. And so they feel they are really holding on to the emotional immaturity that was actually present within this connection all the time, which is why this didn't really work. So why is this coming up? Why do you need to know this? You just need to stay in your lane and keep focusing on what it is that you make in this world. That is where your power and your strength lies, in just dedicating yourself to your craft, because that is ultimately what you're here to enjoy. The building whatever vision of the world that you have, like creating it and making it that way, doing justice to it and honoring it. Let this masculine energy go through the divorce process here with the Justice card. There are things that he did in the connection that he does need to have accountability for. It's not like he was perfect. And so he just needs to deal with it. The Justice card is also here showing that this feminine energy, this third party energy that's lingering, is not going to get away with what they have tried to do to prevent a connection from happening for this masculine energy, because justice will be done. And inevitably this marriage or this commitment, whatever it was, it's falling apart. They can hold on if they want to, but they're holding on to something that's jello. It's transparent. It's deceit. Like, people are going to be able to see that it wasn't real, or that there were lies or something. The masculine energy here is going to communicate directly with you, and has a strategy and a plan for doing that, and also cut off with that sword energy the past, or not allow the past, I think, to affect them emotionally anymore, like cut themselves off from their emotions. they know that you're going to be very guarded and protect yourself. So they have to give you something very, very solid and reliable, something that they can't let fall and break. And they are going to do that. They feel a little bit that they have to schmooze you because they know that there's been a lot of chaos that has accompanied them in this dynamic with you. And so they feel like they have to sell themselves in order to manifest the outcome that they desire. And it might come off as a little immature to you here, Knight of Wands, because I think they're going to just sort of try to sweep you off your feet, be really smooth. My light just keeps coming on. Okay, let me see. Let me just get a last bit of energy here. I do think that this person has the intention of being a husband energy, committed father, nurturing and as committed as you and to you. And I do think that he thinks, or they think, it doesn't have to be gendered as he, but they think that you are definitely their match. And they know that you have a lot of options, which is kind of why they feel like they have to schmooze you. So this is what you've been waiting for, though. I do think the third party mess had to be cleaned up, and that's what's taken so long, if you were wondering what has taken so long. But the offer that is going to come through is going to shock you. I think you expect very little, and what you're going to receive is actually way bigger of an offer than you received. It's going to be a step up and out of this time of your life where you're just isolated and healing, and into your full power, this Queen of Wands energy, your ability to basically create the life you've envisioned. I also see that this X energy is likely going to be probably challenging, very angry energy, maybe try to dictate certain aspects, but nothing's going to get in the way here because the desire to be together is way too strong with the Two of Cups. The Divine Masculine is going to rebel against every type of old sort of manipulative control that might come from the immaturity of the X, but ultimately this energy is going to give up and leave this behind and actually go into something better, which honestly that person deserves as well. Like, they deserve to heal and move on to something better, to address their abandonment wounds, to clean up where they're blocked in receiving what they deserve, and to allow this Divine Masculine to take the action he's always been dreaming of here with this Ten of Cups, and actually communicate directly that this masculine energy wants to build something with you to make up for all of the time that you both were in separation, and feeling abandoned and feeling a lack of love and security and support. And they want to add that, like, they see you as completely independent and not needing them to come in at all. And you might have even blocked them out, but there's really nothing in this world that's going to stop them from coming forward. They are determined, motivated, dedicated. They've been coming slowly and steadily. They've been watching and waiting, and the reunion and the union is pretty much inevitable no matter what you think. Basically, you might think that they're gone, but they can get through there with the stubborn energy here of the Emperor to make up for the mess that they made by not giving you enough in the past, by being afraid, because they know that you are their Empress and it's time for the change and everything you wish for. And I'm just going to stop. Can't read the entire deck. I do have some availability and openings, so go check out all the things, and don't forget about the class in the first week of December.